A very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to the People's Forum of In the Streets with Big Stone. Today is a very special day. Today is a day that we give our support to those that were less fortunate than ourselves. And we call upon all my fan base scattered right around the world to please pay attention to this particular story. It's a very touching story. It's about a little 5-year-old boy by the name of Rafael Lee, and he has a problem with his right leg. His mom will be on soon and she'll explain it to you. But it is a problem that affects only one in every 1 million child. So they have it as a what you call a moniker to say 1 in a million. She'll explain in details what his problems are. Today, we're going to be talking about his condition. We're going to be talking to a number of people, his mother. We're going to be talking to a very good friend of mine by the name of Sharon O'Shawn Chambers, and of course, a recording artist by the name of Mark Johnson. Today, I want you to pay attention and I want you to support this cause because this is something very close and dear to my heart. My friends and my fan knows out there that I am suffering from an heart condition, but I still find time to lend my support and to give back to something that I really and truly holds dear to my heart. Without further ado, I'm going to bring in the mother of Rafael Lee. Her name is Nubian Red. Nubian Red, how are you?
Hi, Big Stone. I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'm 110% because I'm in that mood of helping. And once I'm in that helping mood, I don't even see my own sickness.
Well,
It's like secondary to me.
yes. Well, that's a good thing. It's always good to give, and I've always tried to do that in my own life too.
It comes back to you. They say good karma reflects good karma. I'm also going to bring a friend of mine. We've been friends for quite a number of years. She's very special. She'll explain all the special things that she do. Her name is Sharon Oshun Paris Chambers. Hey, Sharon, how are you?
I'm well if you're well, and it's great to see Nubian Red in the studio.
Well, of course. And I hope my other male guests, because the thing is going to be balanced now. Two brothers and two sisters. It's not going to be two sisters beating upon a brother. I have some help in my friend, recording artist, Mark Johnson. Mark Johnson, welcome, my
Well,
brother.
God, well, God, man, yeah, man, you have help, man, you have help, you have support.
Of course, we're not going to be outnumbered here this evening.
Yes, and we're lined up evenly. I'm right under
Yeah.
Nubian, and Mark is under you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
man, blessings to Nubia and blessings to Sharon, man. Thanks for having me,
Thank
Big
you.
Stone.
And to
Yeah,
all
man, not a
the
problem.
guests out there, blessings to all the guests
Yeah,
out
man,
Okay.
there.
for real.
Today,
Blessings.
as I say, ladies and gentlemen, is a very serious evening. It's an evening that we want to pay attention to because when we have situation like this, it can affect any one of us, any family member, even though it's 1 in a million, but the population of the earth is 7 billion people. So quite a number of people have this condition. Nubian Red, what is the condition of your son? You think I should go to the videotape? Let me go to the videotape and ease your pain, and then you can explain in details after we show the world what the conditions of your son are. So without further ado, this is Nubian Red, the mother of Rafael Lee, 5 years old, soon to be 6 years old, and this is his condition.
That's it 10 times.
Hi, this is Rafael. He's my first and only child. He's a great kid and he's really smart. Unfortunately, Rafa was born with the extremely rare 1 in a million condition called tibial hemimelia, which affects his right leg. In Jamaica where he was born, doctor wanted to cut off his leg, but we couldn't let that happen. Cut off his leg, cut off his leg. Doctors wanted to cut off his leg, but we found another way. For over 10 years, the Paley Institute in Florida have been saving the legs of children born with the condition. After seeing Rafael, they determined that his leg can be saved. The surgeries to save his leg needs to be done urgently while he's still young.
Please help so I can run and play. Thank
Please
you.
help us as we work to raise the funds needed to save Rafael's leg from amputation. Visit gofundme.com/F/Saving Rafael's Leg campaign. Ever you can donate is appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. How can you not help a beautiful little boy like this? I mean, it almost, I'm very emotional and I get teary sometimes when I see our children, born with this kind of disability, and there's nothing that we can do personally to correct it. Nubian Red, explain it now in layman term, this condition, and tell us a little history of little Rafael.
Well, I had a normal pregnancy. He's my first child, so I was expecting, a bouncing baby boy. The good thing is that there was no problems during my pregnancy, so everything was all good. At the end, though, they had to remove him via C-section as emergency because my blood pressure changed. And that is when, after he was delivered, that's when they noticed that he had a condition. They didn't highlight what it was right away because, it's the maternity team and they didn't know what it was either. So they send us to orthopedics. He was actually born at UA Hospital. So when the orthopedics team came, they took him for x-rays and then they came back and told us that he had a very rare 1 in a million condition. Yes, it is literally a 1 in a million condition, and it's called tibial hemimelia. And hemimelia is the shortness of a bone in the body. If persons are familiar with that, they have the fibula bone just below the knee, and the front one is called the tibia. My son's right leg, his tibia is shorter than it needs to be, so hence it creates that disability. When they first told us about the condition, like you, Big Stone, I was like, what is that? I couldn't pronounce the name. I had to do a lot of research, had to delve into it, and then realize that, it is literally very, very rare. So it's hard to even find somebody who had the condition right here. There's only 3 recorded cases of it here in Jamaica. And the other 2 persons, what they did was they amputated the leg because that was what was recommended to them. It's an old treatment. It's kind of archaic. For me, it just seems barbaric to just cut off somebody's limb because, that's the only, we didn't go and find something else. So because of that, at the time we were talking to our pediatrician, he was the one who said to us, no, let's get an alternative for this little boy. So that's when we went to the US and we went to Shriners Hospital. We went to Tampa, and when we got there, they did the same exams routine just to make sure and confirm that he does in fact have the condition tibial hemimelia. They did, and they said to us, what we offer here is amputation and prosthetics. So we're asking them, is there anything else? They said, well, there is this gentleman in Palm Beach. He's a very good doctor. He's world renowned for what he does, and he does it aggressively in treating tibial hemimelia. However, it's at a serious, serious cost. So I said, okay, how can we go and see him? So they gave us a referral to go to Palm Beach, the Paley Institute in Palm Beach, Florida. Yes, of course, when we got there, we got the good news. news. We got some good news. It's not as bad as we thought it was. So they did their own tests. Similarly, every hospital we've been to, they have to do the whole routine again. They did the whole routine and confirmed that he does in fact have tibial hemiplegia. But because of their treatment methodologies, they've categorized the condition into 5 categories. In those categories, they have subcategories. My son Rafael is second on the scale. They have type 1, and there's only one in type 1, and then they move on to type 2, A, B, and C. Rafael has type 2A, so he's basically second on the scale. So he has a mild version. They've said they've seen worse. When I went and researched, of course, I saw the worst that they were talking about, because in some cases it can present itself in both legs, which means it's bilateral. So once I found that out, I was overjoyed because he has a mild version of the condition. And what was the other good news was that they said it can be corrected. So I was like, it can be corrected. I was like, yes, Lord, thank you, Jesus. This is some good news. I wanted to hear that because when I was doing the whole process and researching, all I was coming across was that, amputation is what we use. Amputation is what we use. I've also gone as far as to our neighbors in Cuba. I've searched around the Caribbean. I've searched for other places in the world just to figure out if something else exists. And what I've come upon is in most cases, for years, for centuries, if not, they've just been cutting off the limbs of these children. And, like you said, it's for every million babies born around the world. That's the entire world, in the entire 7 billion population. For every million we have, say, in a minute or two, one of them might, and it's a strong might, because, sometimes that million gets skipped. But in our case here in Jamaica in 2015, Rafael didn't get skipped. He was selected. And that selection, to me, even though it's a challenge, I see it as an opportunity to share this story to help somebody else who's coming after us.
Powerful. First of all, I must applaud you on your effort not to give up, because most parents being faced with a situation like this, they would go the quicker, shorter route. They don't want, the hassle and the pain and the worry and so on. So we must applaud you, and we'll only hope that other people who know someone who might be suffering from this condition can at least acquire some of your motherly love and determination, so you don't want to give up on your child. Sharon Ocean, how did you get involved with Nubian Red on this case? Your microphone.
I just unmuted the microphone. I did the wrong thing. This case is a case that really touched me deeply. Abijah, with whom I've worked with before, we've worked on the school tour across the island with Robert Roskind and other artists, Ernie Smith and other artists, Mackie Conscious. We've done that project together. We've also gone to London together to the Brahma Kumaris. They have annually a a living values education program. And since Abhishek thinks that artists must learn values, he was there. His sponsor sent him, and we had a ball. He wrote a song for the co-administrative head, the oldest one existing of the spiritual university, and it was well accepted. So we have been doing projects together, and he told me about an artist that he has worked with named Nubian Red, aka Sharika Harris. And I should call her. She has a son that has a disability, Rafa, and that he thinks that I can help with my media contacts as a publicist and a communication specialist. So I didn't have to think long. Being that I'm a humanitarian, I've always gave more than I received. I just give. That's a natural part of my makeup. And I called her and we spoke, and she told me about a small team that she has, and we decided to add me to the team to extend the team. I brought new energy, and I brought new persons on board to assist in different capacities as needed. So the team has been growing and expanding and doing well. There are opportunities that we have come across. In order to produce our concert, we need seed money. So we are appealing to persons to give to the account openly and generously so that we could do this concert to produce the funds that Rafael needs for his surgery so he can run and play.
Well, I got dragged into this. I didn't really want to be a part of it, but I guess Sharon know my nature that I will never say no because I love children so much. I've done a number of things to help children as far back as Shanika Anderson. You must have remembered the little 6-year-old girl from the Coronation Market who was abducted. This happened in 2005, and her mutilated body was found behind Manly Meadows. I put up $100,000 of my money just to find the culprit. Also in 2009, a little boy, 9 years old, in St. Thomas by the name of Courtney Walker. He was stabbed 57 times and sodomized and so on. To date, his killer or killers have not been found. So I am a children advocate. You didn't have to throw a rope around my neck and drag me like I said. I was only kidding. This is my life. My life is to help in doing just a little bit that I can do to make a difference. My brother, Mark Johnson.
What's up, man? What's up? What's up? Thanks for
I
having
know
me.
it's very easy for you. Looking at you, I see a heavy sense of spirituality in you, and I know it was pretty easy for you to be brought
Yeah,
into
man.
this. Tell me about
Without a
yourself.
doubt. Without a doubt. First of all, as a recording artist, a speaker, and a philanthropist myself, my deepest passion is for the next generation, is to pour into the next generation, the millennials and the centennials, to play my part in helping them to discover the truth of their identity and just fulfilling life and purpose. Because all of us have a purpose. But too many of our children, too many of our young people are misguided and they go down the wrong road and just, waste purpose. So that's really my heart. That's really my passion. So how I met Sharon, it's like Sharon seems to be the common thread among all of us here.
Yeah.
How I met Sharon is through her husband because I was in a business meeting with her husband, and we started talking about what I do and what he does, and me being a recording artist, we started talking about music and that kind of vibe, and so when he reached out to me about this opportunity, to add my shoulder to the wheel using my music. And so on. Just a no-brainer. There's no way the answer could be otherwise than yes. You know what I mean? So it's really an honor and a privilege. And I'm not just saying that because I'm on camera. Just to be able to add, my little spark of value to this fundraiser, to just put my shoulder to the wheel and make it, that much more robust. Just an honor and a privilege, man, to impact the little king, Rafael. Yeah, man, straight.
And that is what we have to applaud you and everyone on this panel, including myself. We have to live for the sake of others. A lot of people, they're just very selfish, especially in a time of pandemic. I know there's not much out there. People they're not working and they're not moving as freely as they ought to. So the money is small, but every mickle make a muckle, So I'll be putting up a number of avenues where you can go and donate your few dollars if you want to do a big thing of 100,000, 50,000. The sum is a tidy sum. It's 250,000 US dollars. And that's not much because the world is 7 billion. If everybody give $1, Nubian
Wow.
Red would more than have enough to help every other
Should be
child
showered with money.
on the planet Earth.
Mm.
Music is my thing. I'm a record producer. So there's a virtual concert coming up. So I just want to let the world know that we're not just saying we have Mark Johnson as a international artist. We're gonna play something from Mark, and then when we come back, we're still gonna dig deep into now what kind of concerts and so on. While we play this beautiful piece from Mark, could you set it up, Mark? What is this piece about?
So this song is entitled Black Beauty, and it's really just an anthem to celebrate the beauty, the value, the tremendous treasure that our black sisters are, across the world. And let me just say this song has nothing to do with racism. This song has absolutely nothing to do with saying one race is better than the other or anything like that. I don't have time or space for that. I just decided that, I want to big up my black sister them across the world. They have been through a whole lot. I mean, in so many ways. And I just wanted to pause. And in my celebration of Black History Month this year, on the 1st of February, I released Black Beauty, just to big up my beautiful Bononono sister them right across the world. Yeah, man.
All right. Well, it's going to be premiering now on my channel. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, here is Mark Johnson and Black Beauty.
Yo, you don't know I'm Mark with you, you know. Black woman, you win, long time. It's more than the color of your skin. It's everything. No joke.
You are black beauty. You're the real deal cutie. What a way you look good in your skin. Father God give you enough melanin. You are black beauty. Really and truly. What a way you look good in your skin. Black woman, me I tell you, say you win. Yes, I never feel inferior, you is an African. Nobody no superior, so listen me, oh man. I feel of your color from the head down to the ground. Shades of chocolate, caramel and cocoa butter strong. Me say what a pretty melanin. And your quality so genuine. Sweet melody no bother you. Change your tone, me I beg you do not follow now. You are black beauty. You're the real deal cutie. What a way you look good in your skin. Father God give you enough melanin. You are black beauty. Really and truly. What a way you look good in your skin. Black woman, me I tell you, say you win.
Uptown, downtown, then you tell me on me zone. When me tell you, say you're rounder than an English phone. Melanin a pop, you in your own zone. Black woman, yo, you make me feel proud.
That's why me have to sing comfortable in your own skin. Smoother than a gelatin. African princesses, you got everything. Are you me give me ratings? I'm rating. You are black beauty. You're the real deal cutie. What a way you look good in your skin. Father God give you enough melanin. You are black beauty. Really and truly. What a way you look good in your skin. Black woman, me I tell you, say you win. Yes, I never feel inferior, you is an African. Nobody no superior, so listen me, oh man. I feel of your color from the head down to the ground. Shades of chocolate, caramel and cocoa butter strong. Me say what a pretty melanin. And your quality so genuine. Sweet melody no bother you. Change your tone, me I beg you do not follow now. You are black beauty. You're the real deal cutie. What a way you look good in your skin. Father God give you enough melanin. You are black beauty. Really and truly. What a way you look good in your skin. Black woman, me I tell you, say you win.
Yeah. That was Black Beauty. That was powerful, man. Damn. You sound like
Respect,
you're,
man.
you sound like you're on par with any of them top dance artists out there, man. It's a beautiful song. The words are beautiful. The melody's nice. I love it, man. I'm
Give
gonna be listening
thanks.
to more of it too, and I ask people to go out and get this. It's a beautiful song. The Honorable
Give
Marcus
thanks.
Garvey said we must put our own kind on a pedestal. So instead of you have, I'm not racist, but instead of you have images of other color women on your wall, put your own women on the wall. Honor
Yeah,
your
for real.
own women because
For real.
black youth is the best thing yet. I can't say anything else but that. Here we
Straight.
are now. Fast forward now. Today's the fourth, and what can we expect in order to raise this kind of money? Because it's not a lot, but then it's going to take some work and some prodding. Where are we now? Who do we have on board as artists? Who want to answer that question for me?
I think I can go ahead and say, yeah, we're having a concert hopefully on Rafael's birthday. It's an online fundraising concert. It's
Mhm.
called One in a Million because he is truly one in a million. He's actually 1 in 3 million, but yeah, we're in Jamaica.
What
So
date are we
yeah,
looking at? What date? What date are we looking
it's
at? What date?
October. We're going to be streaming on October 22nd, 2021. That would
Okay.
be Raphael's birthday. He'll turn 6, a big 6, because he's still baby 5, so he'll be a big 6 now. Yeah, a lot of persons have come on board. Just the team, Sharon herself, Paul, as she mentioned, from all the way in New Zealand, said he wants to be a part of it. We have Teresa from the UK and Imani and so many people. I don't want to forget anybody, but our team, it just grows daily, and the spirit of the people on board is just phenomenal. I didn't expect this. I've been doing this a while. It is just an amazing feeling that to know that there are people out here who give up themselves because they want to give, and there's no expectation except that they see Raphael and they feel moved in their heart to do whatever is necessary to help him. Sharon,
Okay.
you wanted to say
Yeah,
something?
someone said something.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
go
wanted to
ahead.
say we brought on Joe Dunn, who has produced and taken care of stage production for the Bob Marley festival a couple of years ago, and he is actively creating film and producing film for television in Florida. He is our consultant, but Big Stone is also a consultant to us, and he came on board right off of his sick bed. And we are so immensely grateful for all the inputs, all the suggestions and ideas, and for having us here to plead our cause.
Well,
Yeah.
of course, I have a lot of friends in the industry. I can give you an artist right off the top of my head. His name is Nature Ellis. I spoke to him about it already. He's a fine actor. He was formerly with Down Sound Records, and he's doing his own thing now. Just released an album, a beautiful
I like it.
song that he has out by name of Free the Dumb. A lot of people should know him from World Peace. You remember the song World Peace when he did a remarkable job um, with this song. This was the song that actually brought him out. So we can safely say that we have um, Nature Ellis on board. Tell us a little bit more now on the
The
price
concert.
and so on.
Okay, well, the lineup for the concert is just huge. We're grateful for Mark himself, who is a part of the lineup. Abijah has been mentioned before, and Fanton Moja. Yes,
Oh,
Fanton
wow.
heard about it, and he said, of course. And we have a few other artists like Delroy Melody. He's one of the older folks in the business, and he said, Nubian, you don't even have to ask. I'm here. He also has on board his artist, Shazzy D. There's Raven Amani. I've known her for a while. She's on Jamaica's Best School Band. She said, Cher, I'm
That's
his
my friend.
godmother, so I'm coming. And whatever you need, I'm here. We have the Comfort
UK and
Climbers
with South Africa.
Band. They've lent their support as well. We have people from the UK, the Disciples, Tubada, Prolific. We have Tweet Ghetto from all the way in the Netherlands. He said, Nuben, I'm here. Whatever, I'm here. So like I said, it feels like a tremendous blessing to just have people just say, Yes, and they don't know us. They don't know me. They've only seen Rafa in video, and they've said, whatever you need, we're here, and it's a beautiful thing. We have some other folks, who's consulting. We have Mackie Conscious, like Sharon mentioned. Of course, Tommy Cohen and his wife and his family wants to lend their support as well. Who else do we have, Sharon? I can't think of everybody, but
Rafa goes to
visit, we're grateful.
Rafa goes to visit Tony Rebel.
Yes, Tony Rebel.
Becomes a rebel for a day.
It's
and he
so
goes
much.
to church.
Wow.
He goes to church with Carlene Davis.
Yes, indeed. So there's just so much happening, and every now and then we hear that somebody else wants to come on board, but we say no to no one, because every bit helps, and everybody's hands together will do tremendous thing. And this is not just for Rafael. This is for the future of Jamaica. We don't want to hear that another child born with this condition, and they don't have the avenues, they don't know the roadmap as to how do I have an alternative solution to the challenge that I face? You're born with it. It's not by your own choice. It's just by the divine. And because it's the divine, as people, we are a part of the divine. So we must help each other in whatever way we can. So, this is just a platform for me, other than just helping my son. It's also a platform for me to spread my wings, to say, let me help in whatever way I can, to bring an awareness more of what can be done. In Jamaica, our health system is vastly limited. So we have to figure out what else can change to help those who are already here with different conditions that need our help.
Is it preventable?
No, because it is one of those conditions that is so rare. There's not many studies on it. They can't determine whether it's congenital, meaning there's some form of hereditary thing that will present itself. They don't know what causes tibial hemimelia. They just have the assumption that it will happen only in 1 in a million. But what they have is very limited, because the research is very limited. Like I said, the Paley Institute in Palm Beach, Florida. God bless Dr. Paley for saying, I don't want to cut off the limbs of children. I don't. Let me find a way to fix or to correct as best as I can to have these children use their own limbs in whatever way they possibly can. Because it is a challenge for people born with a disability. And I've learned that now a little bit more in depth, that I've had a child, and I'm interacting more with that part of it. I had been in high school where I was a part of the Key Club, where you volunteer to help, and we've done a lot of work with children, with the less fortunate, the homeless. I've also done work in college, where we help a children's home all the way in the hills of St. Andrew that's taking care of children in St. Andrew that are born with the disability, because their parents have abandoned them or just give up on these kids. I said to myself, I could never give up on any child, and I could never give up on my own child, because every child deserves the opportunity to be blessed by an adult in a good way, a positive light, to just help them to shine, because this is what it's all about. Rafael shines because, like I've been saying to Sharon and yourself, Rafael is very smart. He surprised us when we learned that he could read at 18 months old. And I was like, you can read, but you're not potty trained. And I was like laughing to myself, like, you can read. And it was accidental. He took up my phone and he was trying to get in there. And it says, draw your pattern before you can go in, right? And he's making out the sound. And then he just goes, draw your pattern. And I said, you can read. And ever since, he's been reading everything, words I thought he wouldn't know because he's so little. Wow. He's aware, he's, getting the syllabus right. And his dad is just amazed at how well he reads, how well he understands the whole concepts of learning. He's into science, he's into math. His favorite toy is a calculator. Nobody could have guessed that. He likes to play with the calculator. Wow. Now he's off playing with the test tubes because, his godmother got him a set with test tubes so he can do a little science experiment here and there. And he did some vinegar work today with the baking soda, and he's just amazed. And he want me to give him the whole bottle of vinegar so he can do it.
So,
and I was like, no, you can't waste my stuff.
yeah. Okay. So what's the cost on this?
Well, the cost for what it will take is 3 major surgeries.
No, we understand it's going to cost $250,000.
Yes.
Already. We're talking about the virtual concert now.
Well, everybody is lending their support, so we don't have sponsors, so we're encouraging person. If you want to sponsor.
No. Hold on for a minute. When you do a virtual concert, right, you set
Yes.
a price, and people will tune in, they purchase a ticket.
Oh, that's you're talking admission fee. Admission. So far, it's £5 or $7 to enter.
Okay.
Yes, the link is not up, so I don't want to tell too much, but we have the concert coming up. It's gonna be about £5 or $7. That's roughly about 900 Jamaican dollars or $1,000 Jamaican. So whatever that is lending your support in one way to Rafael's cause, but also we do have the donation link. You're putting them across screen there. We have a GoFundMe account. We have a PayPal link. We have the NCB for Jamaicans who can't do the GoFundMe or the PayPal. So we have the NCB account and all that people can donate to. So while the other, we're preparing for the concert, the fundraising is still going on, because I know not everybody will want to be on a concert or watch it, but they want to give. So there's an opportunity to give. Blessings, Melisha. Thank you. London voices.
People are joining in the live now, and that's what we really like. And we're not been hearing a whole lot from
one more thing.
My friend. Yeah, go ahead.
I'd like to say that we applaud Nubian because she is virtually a spokesperson for TH, to be a hemimelia. To be a mother of a precocious protege and a gifted child is not easy. So we would like her to continue to be strengthened to do what she's doing and be a model for other mothers who may have children with these challenges. It's not easy and they need support. So family members do give support there. Also, influencers, we're calling on you. All you influencers out there in athletics, entertainers, singers, musicians, whatever you are, rappers, we have a script that you can use, and you could do a shout out to Rafa and put it on social media. That's a part of the program to get people to go to the Instagram page or the YouTube page so that they could contribute there.
Okay.
And yeah.
All right. Mark, I know you've been there waiting patiently. The ladies are and rightly so, because we're talking about Mama Africa, mother of creation, and so on. So we give the women their chance, but we have to jump in and play our part. So I know you have a big show lined up. What else can you do to help Rafael in terms of your expertise, musical and non-music?
No, well, definitely. I mean, spreading the word on my social media platforms, and as I listen to Nubian, I'm thinking to myself that, boy, how many persons really know about this condition? How many persons, So this is a perfect opportunity to create and increase awareness of this condition, so that, I mean, the 3 million of us here on the Rock, Jamaica, and I believe it's about 6 million in the Jamaican diaspora across the world, for us to really unite and come together. So my spark, I love to talk about my one spark. My one spark is to increase that awareness on my network, on my platforms, and between now and leading up to the time to talk about it, whatever forum like this, whatever interviews and stuff like this that we can do, in terms of PR and promotions and marketing, to get the word out there to increase the awareness. I mean, I have to play my part. I'm going to be on the show. I'm so honored to be on the show. And so even as I promote my appearance on the show on my network, I mean, more importantly is promoting the donation, the giving, support, give online, and because I'm sure there's so. I mean, I've never heard about this condition until this, until I became a part of this. I mean, I never knew it existed, never knew of it. You know, so there are so many persons out there who don't know that they're. Because I did the math. You know, if it's 1 in a million, and if there are 7 billion of us on the planet, it means there's about. I did the math a while ago and I forgot the number 100. So that's 1 in a million. That's a million times. So that's 7,000 persons across the whole planet that has this condition. 7,000. That's a whole heap of people. You know what I mean? But too little of us know about it. So I think this event can play a very, very crucial part in increasing the awareness so that more persons can know of it, more persons can support, and the parents with children with this condition can get the support that they need and the encouragement to just keep pressing, man. For real.
Powerful, powerful. What can you say to fathers? Because we know mama is always the one. They say it's mama's baby and daddy's maybe. What can you say to father to step up to the plate and help mama out and do some work? Because there's a lot of work to, especially in the earlier stage with Rafael, right? Well, what can you say to the father?
It is, you know, the absence of fathers is really embedded in an identity crisis. When a man doesn't understand who he is, when a man does not understand his role and his function, it's easy to abandon it. Very easy. You know, and as a recording artist, my message as an artist is wrapped around the issue of identity. I don't know if you can see my shirt, but my brand, my logo as an artist is Imago Dei. And that's a Latin for image of God. Now, if we don't understand who we are, Big Stone, if we don't understand who we are and understand our identity, then we won't understand our purpose. We won't understand our function, our role, our responsibility. So to the man, them, me personally want to say to the man, them say, yo, understand, say God make you with the role to protect, to provide, to be there. And when a man walk away from his responsibility, he's malfunctioning. Because a real man does not walk away from responsibility. No, me not diss no man, me not violate, me not style no man. But me I say to a man, say, yo, if you walk away from your responsibility, if you hurt a woman, hurt a child, abandon a woman, abandon your child, it means you're malfunctioning. And hope all is not lost. All is not lost. You just need to get back to yourself, understand that God created with your purpose. And if you have a purpose, you need to discover that. Oh, you're going to discover that you and God have your work. You have to have the relationship with God. And it will all come together. It's not always easy. And I'm sure moms don't find it easy. It's not a walk in the park for moms either. You understand? But when a man is in the equation, it makes a vast difference. And
of course it does.
Yeah, man, you have to balance it because God made man and woman. You understand? Man and woman come together and make picnic, and then picnic need the mother and the father to make it solid. You understand? Every child who lives without one of their parents, it's inevitable that they will malfunction in some way, shape, or form. You understand? And so the balance has to be created. Now the difference is, and I'm going to say this and leave it now. When we study the influence of a child on a home and compare it with the influence of a mother on a home, and compare that now with the influence of a father on the home, the father has something like 90% of the influence on the health and the functionality of the household. So when a man malfunction, you will find that the woman and the children will malfunction. And like I tell you what I mean. When a man malfunctions, you find that the woman now starts automatically trying to play the man's role by providing and protecting. That's not the woman's role. The woman's role is not to provide and to protect. That's the man's role. But when the man is absent, then the woman start malfunctioning. The child also start malfunctioning because them look now and them not understand the inequilibrium and the off balancing where take place, and they start acting out. Sometimes the boys get angry. Them just walk around with this rage and them act out in school. Them end up joining a gang because they're looking for that father figure. They're looking for that belongingness because, you know, and it's a whole 9 years of ripple effect. So I just want to say to the man, then please, 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 you have to take your responsibility serious.
All right, well, guess what? You open the platform for this. Go hard.
Send me up, go hard before me go home. Do everything that you make me do. Stand on me yard, me I tell you. I'll play a double blank like a dummy. Send me up, go hard before me go home. Do everything that you make me do. Stand on me yard, me I tell you. I'll play a double blank like a dummy. Every time I shoot out and touch on the road, I feel focus on me there in a zone. Never alone when me I go for me.
But we have to pull up that tune. We want the man them
Pull it.
go hard because the man them now go hard in Jamaica. We have lost a lot of women since the beginning of this year. We have lost a lot of children. There's a lot of children running loose on the streets, wiping car glass without education. And I know life rough and things hard, but we must go hard as a parent and as the dominant part of the family to take over. Hard it is.
Straight.
Go hard, man.
Yo, hot box. Send me up, go hard before me go home. Do everything that you make me do. Stand on me yard, me I tell you. I'll play a double blank like a dummy. Send me up, go hard before me go home. Do everything that you make me do. Stand on me yard, me I tell you. I'll play a double blank like a dummy. Every time I shoot out and touch on the road, I feel focus on me there in a zone. Never alone when me I go for me own. Me and the Almighty I run through the crowd. When the world asleep, me stay up and I do it. Staying on me lane, no me not compete. Them want me talk of the talk, so shortcut to the road. Nah look no fear, nah look no cloud. But me have to go hard before me go home. Do everything that you make me do. Stand on me yard, me I tell you. I'll play a double blank like a dummy. Send me up, go hard before me go home. Do everything that you make me do. Stand on me yard, me I tell you. I'll play a double blank like a domino. Yo, hot box, on no one, on no two, on no three. People when not believe in me, but me not go watch no face, no me G. Do what me the bomb fi do. Oh yeah. As eagle no power with four. Never hear a lion tell me yo. A champion will never stay down. Keep pushing yo. Call me off, go hard before me go home. Do everything that you make me do. Stand on me yard, me I tell you. I'll play a double blank like a dummy. Send me off, go hard before me go home. Do everything that you make me do. Stand on me yard, me I tell you. I'll play a double blank like a dummy. Every time I shoot out and touch on the road, I feel focus on me there in a zone. Never alone when me I go for me own. Me and the Almighty I run through the crowd. When the world asleep, me stay up and I do it. Staying on me lane, no me not compete. Them want me talk of the talk, so shortcut to the road. Nah look no fear, nah look no cloud, no cloud, no cloud. Yo, hot box. Before me go home, do everything that you make me do. Stand on me yard, me I tell you. I'll play a double blank like a dummy. Send me up, go.
Yeah, man, we have to go hard, man. We have to go hard.
Yeah, man, straight.
Feel the energy. Feel the energy.
Give thanks, man. Give thanks.
Before we go back, we just want to let the world know that the artist that I told you about, his name is Nature Ellis. He's a professional.
Yes.
And this is what he's going to bring to the table. It's going to be a beautiful day for Rafael. I want everybody to get them like a $7, them £7 or whatever. If they can make a big contribution, please do it because the type of artist we're up on this thing. And guess what? We have a surprise coming up from Nubian Red. You know, the world going to hear a little bit from Nubian Red. She's not just a mother, you know, so don't look upon her and take her simple, you know. She's one kind of woman.
Sing some music.
Time for justice, world peace.
Pull up, man. man. This is what we need in a man. 950 people killed in Jamaica. We need peace.
Peace.
in
Yeah,
Jamaica.
man.
Let's sing some music.
Time for justice, world peace is what we're fighting for. World peace in the southwest, north and east. World peace is what we're fighting for. World peace, we want the violence cease. Down there in Nigeria, down there in South Africa, Sudan and Uganda, Ethiopia and all over Africa. Right here in Jamaica, where I'm BNP and JLP. All over the Caribbean, let love set us free. World peace is what we're fighting for. World peace in the southwest, north and east. World peace is what we're fighting for. World peace, let crime and violence cease. Down there in Europe, Asia and the Middle East. Down there in Australia, down there in North and South America. The spreading of HIV and all those evil STDs, all those nuclear weapons, all because of Babylon's world peace is what we're fighting for.
We're not giving no more because we'll give
Cool,
you
man.
everything up, everybody now go on support little Rafael V and so on and so forth. And
Can't get him the concert, record the concert. Show before the show.
Show before the show.
Sure.
Where is little Rafael?
He's
We need to-
actually in the kitchen with Daddy because his daddy is around. Daddy's here. Daddy has been here.
Everything balance.
Everything.
Maybe we should see you with Daddy.
I'm sorry.
Bring him and Daddy come in on the thing now. Call him on the
Daddy,
thing now.
Daddy looks crazy because Daddy's doing all the work today.
It
Daddy's
doesn't matter.
actually
It doesn't.
cooking.
Hard working man. Mark go hard.
Daddy's
Yeah, man.
cooking.
We want to
Daddy
see
has been
family.
doing a
All
lot
the family
on
together.
him.
And-
It was
and-
doing
and-
outside work, making sure Rafa has on time.
We want the world to say this is a structured family. And you have support.
Okay, let me see if I can get him because
Yeah.
he's just been busy from morning.
Yeah.
Rafa is a creature of habit, so you have to get him dinner on time, have to get lunch on time, and Daddy makes sure that Rafa gets his lunch and his dinner on time.
Okay,
So
that's
he's
good.
been yes, he's been cooking. You want to see Rafa? Let me see if I can get both of them just for a little bit. Hang on a second.
Thank you so
All right,
much.
so we're gonna have now Sister Russian talk a little bit. Russian, just
It
chat a
takes
little bit more in the meantime.
as you see, it takes coordination for the mother and the father working together, taking turns. Sometimes she can't work alone with Rafa because of his demands, his needs, how he needs to be fed, how he needs to be carried. As a matter of fact, they've just bought baby crutches for him so that he can move around on his own. So it is a challenge. They'll share with you now.
That was fast. Is he back yet? Oh, it's in the family there, man.
There they are.
Yeah.
What you doing?
That's why.
Then I saw the thing for look, man. I saw the thing for look, you know.
Exactly.
Yo, your mark there, you know. Yes, we want Jamaica to know, say, I grew up with a mother and father. That's why I grow up to be this kind of person that I
Hi,
am.
Rafa.
The thing of a balance, you know, a man
Yeah,
have to
man.
be in the house, brethren.
A
A man have
trinity
to
there.
step up to responsibility, and no matter what. So what was it like for you now? I know it was easy because you're a man, but what was it like when you found out that your son have a problem and you can cost some money?
Okay, first let me say I'm thankful for the love, for the support. Sometimes, life full of challenges, and
Yes.
sometimes a challenge will come your way, and no matter how strong you are, you just can't manage it by yourself.
Mm.
You need helping hands, and more hands come together, the lighter the load will be. And when I saw Rafa when he was born, first thing I said was, "That's a handsome fella."
That's my Rafa.
And
and then something somebody said he looks just like mommy. They try to make us feel bad. I said, oh my God, he looks just like mommy. Like we didn't have anything to do with it. So
you better looking at me. Sure.
he looks like both of you, to be honest.
Yeah, he's better looking than me. Yeah, for sure. But I saw the doctor said there's some. He's fine, but there's some with his leg. So I said something with his leg. So I had a look at him, and it didn't look that bad. So at first, they thought it was probably clubfoot that you could just adjust manually.
Go into it and so on.
Yeah, but then a whole orthopedic team showed up, and they gave us the news, gave us the prognosis, and the remedy that they recommended. Of course, she wasn't having it, not at all.
Yeah, she said so. Yeah, we show a
That's right.
a promo on it, and she said she's not gonna have that.
No, she's not having it. And I said,
She's not having it.
hey, I'm with you all the way. It's our son. He's a great kid from what I can see. So we got to find out what it's all about. And his pediatrician, God rest his soul, Dr. Matthias Antoine, beautiful soul. He fell in love with Rafa because his brother has the same name, Rafael. And he said, you're not going to cut his leg off. You got to find another way. So we went through the whole thing. His mom was supposed to show me the story, going to America, trying to stop the doctors there. And everybody just falls in love with him when they meet him. And, got a prognosis again, same remedy. And then we got a referral. Then some months after, we came back to Jamaica, some months after, we went up to the Shriners and, the Paley Institute. And the head of the institute saw him himself, and that's when we got the news that it's not as bad as it looks. Yeah. Something can be done. He doesn't believe in cutting off kids' legs, and hopefully in the future they'll stop doing it. But for now, only a very, very few people globally has the know-how and the capacity to do what the Paley Institute can do. And when technology is new, it's always very expensive.
Yes.
Very expensive. When they gave us the estimate, of course, I was like,
yeah.
What is this? What are we going to do?
We're gonna overcome, and that's why we're here, man. We're here to give off our support, myself and Mark, and of course Nature Ellis and a host of other artists with Sister Shun and all that. We're here to give you our support as much as we possibly can. We'll be doing a number. We'll be doing a number of these live, and to carry people up to date as to where we are and so on. But it seems pretty normal just for his leg, because it's a normal 5-year-old and he gives trouble and so on and so forth. But I noticed that he's very musically inclined. I saw where he was playing a little piano. We heard he broke it now and so on. But it's good, man. Don't worry, man. Everything's going to be all right.
Yes,
the Almighty is in your favor, and we have great people still yet in Jamaica that is going to work assiduously. They're going to post everything that we put up. Remember, there's a national commercial bank account at the UA branch, account number 404-400-533. and it's in the name of Sharika Harris. All right, so if you want to pledge your support, you can pledge your support. Again, it's the National Commercial Branch, anyone island wide, but if you're in the UWI area, that particular branch, and the account number is 404-400-533, and it's in the name of Sharika Harris. There's also a GoFundMe. I can't see the name. What's the name of the GoFundMe? It just says donate. What's the name?
It's gofundme.com/F/Saving Raphael's Leg campaign. And Raphael is spelled Rafael.
Okay. And we have now, what is that? That was the GoFundMe. So
That's
what was there before?
That was the PayPal. There's a link to PayPal. Once they go on the YouTube page, they'll see all the links. You'll put all the links there, including the account number for the persons in Jamaica who want to make a contribution. Wherever you are in Jamaica, you can contribute to the NCB account. It's just located at the UWI branch, but you can donate from any bank account in Jamaica.
Okay. All right. Well, the moment has been here that we've all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, she's not just a mother, a caring mother, but she's also an artist. And it's world premiere on my stage. Nubian Red.
Okay.
We're governed by the laws of nature.
I've been here, you talking, shouting out real loud, talking about the great things that you've done. You got your big screen television, your radio too. You can hook me up on Facebook or YouTube. You're talking about if I buy a burger with extra fries, I get double soda candy on the side. You say what you say, you say what you say, you say what you say, you say what you say. You say what you say, you say what you say, you say what you say, you say what you say. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, tell me what is beautiful. I wanna know. Take it, break it, then forsake it, live without it, no. Where's the answer? It's above and all around you. On and on and on. Talking at me, you keep on talking, you keep on talking at me.
You keep on talking. You keep on talking at me. You keep on talking.
All right, keep on thinking because you're not going to get all of it. You're going to have to get online, and you're going to have to come up with a couple of dollars here for Rafael. On the thing on there, we're not going to give you all of it, right, Mark? Yeah,
Straight.
not on this panel. But it is only fair because tonight we are blessed with a lot of talent. I'm a talker, and of course we have Brother Rafael over there, senior, and of course we have Mark. So we must hear a little poetry from Ashun because Ashun is a poet, and we just want to hear the student voice. It is only fair, right? We're two time from Mark Johnson, so I want to hear a little bit from them because let me tell you, this show, this virtual concert is going to be the best yet, and I want you to start saving up a little money if you want to send some money to the Raphael family, please do so. There's a number of account that you can go back. We're going to leave the description. We're going to leave the description of the account in the description below after we're finished with that. But please help this family. They need it. They're a beautiful family, and it costs a lot of money, 250,000 US dollars to get their son walking again. And I'm sure, as smart as little Raphael is, I know we'll come back and he'll help somebody. So let's start what we call a domino effect. Each one help one. We pull each other out. You know what I mean? Because that's what the Honorable Marcus Garvey said. He said the aim that you serve, which is selfish, will get you no further than yourself. But the aim that you serve, which is common to all, will get you into eternity. I want to be into eternity. That is why I do the things that I do. I give just of my little time. As Mark said, you don't have to give no house and land, and just give a little bit. And if everybody give a little bit, by the time you look around, the basket full up. And Mark and Raphael have his surgery. All right? Well, Sean, this is your time. You have to unmute your microphone so we can hear you, remember?
Thank you so much for that. And I want to congratulate Nubian because she is creating a new genre for her music. And will you tell us what it's called?
Yes, it's called J.A. Rock. It's a fusion. Yeah, it's more like jam rock, yes, but it's J.A. Rock, a fusion of everything that is Jamaican with things from the rest of the world, including rock, classical, jazz, you name it. We just blend it up and add our own flavor. Being that I'm a descendant of Maroons, it was only fitting that I had this name and I represent in such a way that empowers my people. And the music is always about a philosophy. It's always about a message of goodness and positivity and enlightenment. So another time, Big Stone, I'll come and give your audience a full rundown.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We're gonna have a clash, We're gonna have a clash between you and Mark.
Build things. We work together to build things. So, Mark and I are going to build the consciousness, and I look forward to it.
All right.
Straight. Blended fruit punch.
I'm going to read your poem all. From Living Life as a Sacred Practice, Discover Yourself as a Source of Creation. Image of Africa, Denise Isis Miller, and myself, as we were being installed with new names in an initiation ceremony. It's called I Embrace Me, I Love Me. It's a prayer of forgiveness, and it's the first thing you see when you open the book, outside of the forward, of course. I embrace me as my authentic self. I look within. I no longer seek ego gratification. I embrace me as my reverent self. I am not in denial or fear my greatness. I will not run away from me nor my brilliance. I am great beyond belief. I smile and relax in my being. I am no longer afraid of fear, failure, or shortcomings. I respect these healing words of Oponopono. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And thank you. These special words heal our broken, tired hearts and lift our spirits. This is the poem I wrote, and it comes with a sacred practice and then a quote. And so that is generally how it's done. For example, I am presence is a quote at the end of the lesson. The book is filled with lessons for spiritual development. This is to help us to repair our broken selves so that we can be the greatness that we are as gods and goddesses walking this earth. The slavery has interrupted our greatness as Africans, Nubians, yes, and what else will we call Alkabulans? We have to remember who we are intrinsically. Every cell in our body heralds our greatness. The blood that runs through our veins heralds our greatness as Africans. So let us walk strong and tall every day, and let us generate what we need now. We need activity. We need interests. We need media. We need loving hearts to be opened. We need hands reaching into pockets to give monies to these to this organization, to the Arivia.com coming up. You're going to be hearing a lot about that. October 22nd. That is where the streaming platform will be. Arivia.com. They're getting everything in place within the next week. And in the meantime, of course, you could go to NCB Jamaica, UWI branch, account 404 400 5333, and deposit in the name of Sharika Harris. That would be awesome. You have GoFundMe. You have many opportunities. Thank you so much. Thank you most of all, Big Stone, for your
Thank you.
interest.
Powerful. So, brother Mark Johnson, tell
Yes.
your fans out there what to expect come the 22nd. What are you going to bring
Well,
to the team? I mean, we give them a little
Well,
synopsis, but tell them,
yeah.
tell them the type of music you do and
So
your
my
genre.
my
She explained her genre. Explain
yeah.
your combination of music.
All right, so I like her genre because it sounds like a nice blended fruit punch from one of those 5-star hotels, you know what I mean? With the umbrella and the thing on the top, yeah? Yeah. So for me, my genres, my main genre so far that has, based on the songs that I've been releasing so far are, dancehall and reggae. But of late, I mean, my new album that is coming out soon will feature the softer side of Mark Johnson because there is actually a softer side of me, yeah. And so come in this show, you'll get a taste of that. What I really bring to the table. I like hardcore dancehall and hardcore reggae. I mean, when I was a little boy growing up, my uncle there's a stereo at home. I used to go over because I used to live right beside the headquarters of my house, such as grandma's house, right? And every evening, Uncle Dennis would come home and play some Third World and some Super Cat and them things there. So I grew up on that in my early days. And even when I, started going to Sunday school and got involved in church and so on, becoming a choir director and playing music for my church as a pianist, I still had that love for dancehall and reggae. Even when I was doing classical training in piano, because that's really where my musical journey started. When my teacher not looking and I'd be preparing for exams, and I remixed the classical piece into reggae. I just said, Mark, practice the proper thing. So that creativity has always been there. But come the 22nd of next month, you can expect some hardcore reggae and some dancehall, yeah.
Well, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me, all my social media handles are the same. Mark Johnson TV, MARQ Johnson TV. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Twitter, and my website address is www.markjohnson.com, marqjohnson.com. You can download some of my music there for free. Get it while it lasts, because once the album drops, they won't be there for free anymore. So get it while you can.
Okay, powerful. How can we contact you, Ocean? Where are your social media sites that we can find you?
Go ahead, Sharon.
No, you go ahead. I didn't hear the question.
You go ahead, Nubian. To
find everything about Rafael, it's at a boy named Rafael. That's ABOYRAFAEL NAMED. A boy named Rafael. So whether it's Twitter, he's on Instagram, he's on Facebook. We have a Facebook group. It's called A Boy Named Rafael. Anybody can request to join. We also have the Facebook page. We're selling stuff in the Facebook page that will contribute directly to the campaign. So persons can go and check out my merchandise from my artist collection, because I do my own merchandise, and they're very inspirational stuff. You know, we say what you're thinking, we say the things that you're thinking. So, you know, it's very inspirational stuff. It's very topical issues that you just want to say it, but you want a shirt, a pants, you know, something to say it without you actually saying a word. So yeah, the brand is called Nubian Red Wear. It's on nubianred.com. A number of things are there, but every single penny from whatever sales goes towards Rafael's campaign. So I encourage persons to shop on Nubian Red Wear. You can Google search where SEO is up there, so you can Google search Nubian Red Wear and you'll see us pop up. Like I said, Rafa is on at A Boy Named Rafael anywhere, and we also have a YouTube page. Big Stone, you'll put that link in your thing, so I'll send it to you so you can put everything in your thing, and we'll be back. No worries, people. We'll be back to talk more about Rafael and his smarts, because you know, Rafael is extremely smart, and it's something that we noticed when, you know, he was really, really little, and we're documenting that to do a video log series while he's on his journey, just to let people know, you know, how you can teach a child with disability, how you a special ed child, because you know, people want to say he's a genius, but I don't want to go that far yet. I want to, you know, let him have the balance of just enjoying life and teaching himself, because he does a lot of that. He does a lot of teaching, from multiplications table to, you know, division. You know, I don't know what he hasn't taught himself that I'm just amazed and saying, you're only 5, you know. So, you know, he's being a 5-year-old now. He's making noise and driving truck, but for the most part, you know, yeah, you have to allow him to be himself, because he's gonna be.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean, where can you be located? Social media.
On social media, at Paris Chambers, Twitter, Instagram.
Well, you're Paris, because you know it's not spelled
and LinkedIn at Sharon Paris Chambers. Facebook.
No, I'm saying spell your Paris.
PARRIS.
Okay.
2 R's. Paris Chambers. At Paris Chambers, 2 R's.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we have, you know, we could try email, parischambers@gmail.com, and a boy named Rafael at gmail.com. A boy named Rafael at gmail.com. There are also ways you could reach us very quickly. What's the quickest way they can reach us, Nubian?
Oh, the quickest way they can email us, like you said, boy named Rafael at gmail.com. That's the easiest way. They can text me on WhatsApp. I can't accept all the calls right now, but they can text me on WhatsApp, and the number is 876-478-9569. That's 876-478-9569. So if you want information on
9569,
yeah, that's correct. Information on how you can help. I see somebody here from Bermuda. Hi. They want to, you know, yeah. I'm from the Windward Maroon. That's Portland and St. Thomas. Yes. Yeah. So I'm a Windward Maroon. We'll talk about more about that when we get back.
Nubian, let's give 876-275-3169 for all influencers out there, entertainers who want to do a shout out. Please do call me. I'll send the manuscript for, not the manuscript, I'll send the script.
Can you go again with the number, Sharon?
876-275-3169.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I'll drop it in the description below. All right. This is how we're going to do it, because we're going to wrap up in less than 3 minutes. We're gonna go with Mark, then we go with Ashun, and of course the baby mother, and then of course I'm gonna give my final words. So Mark, 2 minutes.
Yeah, just want to encourage everybody, to jump on board with this. Life is not about just living for yourself. I mean, just like Big Stone said earlier on, for the same, I've dedicated the rest of my life to inspiring the next generation. There are many ways I can be racking up millions, I mean, through many ways, but I've taken a path where money is not my focus. My focus is to help the next generation. Do I love to create wealth? Of course I do. But there are some things in life that are far more important than wealth. As a matter of fact, money is not true wealth. Life is true wealth. And when we can use what we have, what God has deposited inside of us to inspire somebody else, to bless somebody else, to encourage somebody else, to make life better for somebody else. So I'm just honored to be a part of this one, to encourage every single person. If buy that ticket and come to the show, and I'd encourage you also to make a donation to the bank account, to the GoFundMe, whatever way you can. Spread the link, share the link to everybody so we can help Rafael to run, play, walk again. Give thanks, man. One love.
Thanks. It's powerful.
Ashun.
Yes. So this is what I'd like to say. From my late eyes on Rafael, I was struck by just his great looks, and I've come to learn how intelligent he is. I am in love with him. So every day I do multiple things for him, no matter what I have to do otherwise. As an ambassador for the state of African diaspora, as a wife, my main concern every day is what new thing can I do for Rafael? And before I go to bed, I do say that prayer, and I find one more thing to do, to write someone to write to. It is a passion. It must be done. We will find a way. I encourage everyone every day. I say something positive in our chats, and I just want to give, love to everybody and give love to Rafa, because I know it will happen, and we're getting closer to our goal of getting those funds. We have to see the vision. We have to see it before it manifests. We have to see it in our mind's eye.
Good.
Straight.
Nubian. Put your microphone on, Nubian. Yeah.
Yes, one love, one love. I totally can agree with everything that Sharon and Mark has said, but most importantly, we're coming from a place of gratitude. As we know the journey, it has been long because we've been doing this a while, and it's tiresome. It does get stressful. And, just to reach this point where I said, Lord, I need help, and I can't do it by myself. I need help. And whatever your will is, that is what will be done. So if it's not for what I think, it's what your will. So whatever your will is, I need your help. And once I prayed that prayer, people are showing up, and it's just gratitude for me. Gratitude that everybody is here. Gratitude for the love, for the support, for the kindness, kind words, the prayers every day. I told Sharon yesterday that his godmother called me from all the way in Georgia just to pray for me, because she says, I know you're feeling overwhelmed and tired because this is a lot. For any one person, for any two person, for any three person, this is a lot. So, she prayed for us, and it's like I said, I'm letting it go. It's going to be done, and the will of God is in this place, and I'm letting everything go. So nothing troubles me, even when, somebody called me and tell me I'm out of fire. I was like, okay, God will out it, and not troubling that one. Gratitude over everything else. I'm just grateful. We're grateful.
Straight.
Rafael is always on his thank you campaign, thank you. So Sharon is always talking about him, because he is truly a thankful being. He takes life as is, and value what he can do, even with the leg that him have right now that's not corrected. He's moving about, so I have to watch him. So, he takes nothing for granted. I gave him the crutches, and he's like, it's slowing me down, mommy. I'm going to move faster than this crutch. So, he's like, he's shaking his head and said, Mom, I'm not about this crutch. I can move. God is inspiring me. I'm climbing. I'm outside. I'm inside. I'm crawling up the stairs, and he's grateful for that because he lives a person who loves life, and I appreciate that, and he's teaching me a whole lot. So gratitude to everybody, whether you're just saying a prayer or saying a positive word to the universe, it's gratitude for me.
Well, guess what? As you mentioned the word prayer, I'm going to ask before I say my final word, Brother Mark Johnson, to close us out with a word of prayer, and then I give my final take. And thank you all for being here. Mark, go ahead.
Yeah, man, no problem, man. God, we thank you so much for your love that you have for us. You know, you have created us in your image and your likeness. You have created us with greatness, every single one of us, no matter how we look, no matter where we are, no matter what our circumstances. You have made us great. And so, God, you know, we want to thank you for this opportunity to come together, you know, one brother, two brothers, sisters, everybody with us coming together, joining hands and hearts, Lord, so that we can help Raphael. Father, it's just amazing how we're all from different spheres of influence. We are all from different parts of the world. We are different, I mean, we're just so different in so many ways, yet still we connect with one thing. You know, God, remember when the Pharisees asked Jesus Christ, what is the greatest commandment? Jesus' response was love, to love God with everything and to love your neighbor as yourself. So the one greatest commandment really is love. And so, Lord, we thank you that tonight, right here, right now, that we are expressing that love in a real, tangible way by putting our shoulders to the wheel, joining our hands and our hearts together so that love can be expressed in a real, tangible way. We're not just saying, yeah, man, be encouraged and we're praying for you. We're not just saying that, we're doing more than that. We're using our talents, we're using our influence, we're using our capital, and we are putting it to work so that one day, not far from now, not years from now, but one day soon, Raphael, little King Raphael, will be able to run, play, and walk again. We give you thanks for all the donations that are coming in. We give you thanks, Lord, that we will surpass the target of 250,000 US, and that the surgery will be done, and there'll be more resources for therapy, so that the process will be complete. Because God, we know you're not nothing half and half. So we thank you for this evening. Thank you for everybody. Thank you for this platform, and spread the word. Help us to spread the word as we pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Powerful, powerful.
Hallelujah.
I
Amen.
just want to say, as we close out, tonight has been a very rewarding and very spiritual for me. As you know, I'm going through my challenges as well. But I'm imploring other Jamaicans to sometime when you think about the problem that you have people who are in a worse situation than you. Think about a man that says he has no shoes, and then you'll see a man with no feet. You know what I mean? Think about a man that said he has one finger banana left to eat, and then discard the skin, and you see a man picking up that banana peel and eating that skin. So
Yeah,
there are
yeah.
always persons who are in less position than yourself. Tonight, I just want to ask you all to tune in to CVM Television, Winford William on stage. I will be on. It's pre-recorded. Bounty Killer, hand me a check for $300,000 for my heart condition, which I'm going to be making the necessary appointments to do maybe next week or the week after, and to correct there's a problem with my lower left ventricle. The blood is not flowing as properly as it should. So I'm not 100%, but I still put my 2 cents in, and that's why I'm asking all of you to think about little Rafael. Help this little brother. I'm an old man. I'm 64 years old. Rafael has a future ahead of him. Future doctor, lawyer, scientist, whatever he wants to be, he can become. He's a bright young man. He has a future ahead of him. Help him. Please share this video when you get a chance to. Please share the link. Even if you don't have any money, share the link on your platform. And that link you share on your platform will encourage somebody who have a $2 or a $5 or a $7 or a 50,000 or 100,000. Because there are people out there can just easily, with a wave of a pen, write a check, and Raphael is on his way to surgery. So even though I have my own conditions, I'm still thinking about others, and I want all of you as we go into lockdown, because lockdown starts at 6 o'clock this evening, and we won't be getting out until next Wednesday. Think about your Brothers, wear a mask, practice safe distance, sanitize. And even if you don't believe that the virus exists, think of it that the virus exists. I remember as a kid, I asked my father, I said, Daddy, is there a God? And my father looked at me very intelligently and said, Well, the only way I can answer you, son, is believe that there are God. Because if you believe that there are God and find out that there's no God, then you have nothing to lose. But if you don't
Straight.
believe that there's a God and find out that there is, then you have a lot of answering to do. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
ensuring that all of you believe that the Almighty exists. I do believe the Almighty exists. And if he doesn't, well, we all have nothing to lose. But just in case he does, which I know he does, and he's going to come through for little Rafael. Guide us, bless us. Thank you all for being a part of my platform. Looking forward to doing this again. Hearing more music from Nubian, more poetry from Sister Oshun, and of course Mark Johnson. We'll be digging
Give
deep into
thanks.
your catalog. When I get them the whole thing in them out, so that the
Yeah,
night perform.
yeah.
You
That's the
understand?
appetizer, you know. That's a
It's just a
broth.
little appetizer. So
Okay,
thank
Big
you guys.
Stone.
Huh?
A Big Stone, I'd like you to pause for a minute because I have a One Love call to action certificate and the
Okay.
pledge that we'd like to present to you. If you
Oh,
share the page, I could show it, or I could show it to you here. It's a
mm,
frameable certificate, and it's calling you to one love, which you are anyway, and recognizing you as a one love ambassador.
wow.
So, greeting everyone with one love, practice one love every day, becoming the love and the peace you want to see in the world. Um, Meditate daily and show respect and tolerance for all. And to do one of these activities, which you do every day, which is to create concerts, meditation groups, healing workshops. Because of your love and commitment for others, we'd like to honor you with this
Wow.
certificate from our hearts.
Thank you
So
so
it will be
much,
sent to
Ikram.
you. Yes.
You see?
We'd like to frame it and send it to you. How's that?
Most definitely. I'm looking forward to it. And look at Raphael, you see I'm getting rewards already and I haven't done anything really too tough. I'm just doing my little calling.
This is for your ongoing work as
Thank you
a
so much. It's an honor.
humanitarian.
A lot of people ask me, Big Son, why do you do this? Why you keep doing this? Because I've been doing this for almost 30 years. You know, with my heart. I've been doing this for almost 30 years, way before social media. I remember a young man by the name of Greg Nesbitt. He was only 17 years old when I met him. And
Wow.
Nesbitt is now the mega superstar with my dream that you see today.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
enjoy motivating Nesbitt. It's not just Nesbitt, Turbulence. I met Turbulence when he was only 16 years old. I was the first person to give him a microphone and said, Turbulence, instead of you in Hungry Tone walk around with an AK-47 or M16, you know what I mean? You walk around with a microphone, and sooner than later, you can earn money from your own skin. Warrior King,
Wow.
Mr. Gotti Gotti, and the list continues. I enjoy doing this way before social media. So now that we do have social media, I'll be doing more of it. I know I'm going to pull through the surgery. Sometimes I feel a little down, but when I do things like this, I'm up. And that's why I
Yeah.
had to do it. This evening, a friend of mine by the name of Saskia King, she was saying, Claude, you have to think about yourself. You keep thinking about others. And I said, Saskia, to tell you the truth, if I stay and don't do this live tonight, I'm gonna feel so bad within myself. You know what I mean? I can't. I have to do it. I reached out for Nzinga King, the little Rastafarian girl. When they told me, doctor says you have to stay in your house. I was at Nelson Mandela Park. If you see the videos, I'm there protesting. Then I was all the way in Fort Pass again for Nzinga King at the Fort Pass police station protesting. You know what I mean? I am like that. I'm a people person. I'm a Garveyite. I'm a Rasta
That's,
man.
that's
And
who
them
you
say
are.
Rasta is love. And I love every single one of you. And I want to thank you for making
Straight.
my platform tonight so fruitful, so positive,
Thank
and we
you.
look forward to doing this again.
Straight, straight,
Thank you.
straight,
Thank you
straight.
so
And
much.
I definitely having our prayers, General. Definitely
Guidance.
having our prayers but for the
Yes,
surgery, yeah?
we're
Thank
praying
you,
for
man.
you.
Definitely.
We're praying for you,
Yeah,
no
man.
doubt.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna make it. I have a lot of work left to do, You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And we have unfinished business.
And finished business.
Now, Mark, we have unfinished business to do.
Cool,
Sister
man.
Red, we have unfinished business.
We
Ocean,
do.
we
We
have
do.
unfinished business. You know, and the rest of my fans out there, I love each and every one of you. Black Crow, Rasta, Original, Roots Original, Piccolo, enough love. And I see Jacqueline McLean, enough love. I see Diallo, enough love. I see all of you out there. Thank you so much for being a part of this fruitful evening. Please support Rafael. He needs every single dollar. Let's make Rafael one of those beautiful young boys that 10 years from now or 15 years from now, when we see him running down the street or
Junior Mayor.
walking to the podium to become a doctor or a lawyer, we can
Good
say
Lord.
we are the hand in that.
Mm.
You know what I
And
mean?
the next
Thank you, guys.
Usain Bolt.
I'm telling you. Thank you, guys,
Yeah.
and it's been a wonderful
A
evening.
leader,
Thanks all for
a,
watching.
a one love leader. Whatever
Thank
he
you.
Yeah, man.
wants to be.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Blessings,
All right.
everybody.